Man, what up, y'all? Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. 2024 was something else. I want to start this video by saying, glory be to God, and first giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. And if you stop by here once, I hope you stop by here twice. I'm shaky, y'all. And as y'all can see, I'm shaky. The I said I really classify myself as like the hood Christian. So it was simple enough for me to put that as that. But this video is really gonna be me explaining what this channel is and what it's all about, and how I'm gonna present it to y'all. It's crazy because it was something that just came in my head like this morning. So I bought me a Bible because I grew up in church. I grew up in church, but I'm not really that churchy. Um, just because of, like, to me, personal experiences and how I view the church. And looking at 2024, I mean, people out here getting swallowed up and all type of weird stuff that's to me been happening in the church, to be honest. But I'm a Christian, but I'm not one of them churchy kind, because I just feel like it's real fake. And we'll get deeper in depth because this is the kind of channel that this gonna be. I'm gonna speak on my own life experiences, and my own perspective on things, and hopefully I can get it like y'all perspectives and how y'all feel about things. But the number one thing that I'm doing is, there's a lot of us who probably have never read the Bible unless they did it when they was in the joint, which a lot of people, they so-called find Islam or Christ and all of that when they go to court. I mean, when they go to court, when they go to jail. And then we also got the recovering addict Christians. I ain't knocking y'all. The recovering addict, I am not knocking y'all, but y'all do get on my nerves, bro. I don't be wanting to hear nothing from y'all that just meant God. Just, I don't. No disrespect, but I just really don't. So this is where we're gonna be at with it. I'm going to read now. Today I'm not, because my plan wasn't initially to go on this journey with people. Like, that was not my plan. My plan was for me solely to continue, because that's where I get my peace from. If life be life, man. Life be life, especially when you somebody like me. Like, I'm different. I've been different, but although I'm hood and from the hood, I'm very much corporate too, and I'm very much a professional in my work life. So it gets to be a little, when people try to play with you at work, it's totally different than if some things happen, um, out in the world. So, you know, I be needing a whole lot of God, a whole lot of prayer, a whole lot of strength, and that's what I do. But I'm not the churchy type. I smoke. So if you see me, if we on this video and we talking about God and I'm reading this and I'm reading it, and you happen to see me smoking, yes, yes, and it kills me too. That's why I know we gonna have some in-depth conversations here, because it really kills me for the church people. Like, I grew up in church, boy. Everybody was smoking weed. All the grown people, even the, like, people was gang banging in the choir stand. Like, we're not gonna act like we not human because we in church. And I think that was a big part of what I didn't like watching, growing up in church and seeing, was the facade that people put on. It's like, come on, bro. Y'all know y'all finna get out of church, finna go smoke, finna go do whatever. Half of y'all in the choir stand drunk because y'all kicked it hard last night. All that's fine. I feel like, if you have from the world, you smoke a little weed, you think you a better Christian, you not having from God. So that's why I never understood why people try to put on a facade for other so-called Christians, because you can't have from God. So that's just my opinion. But also, this my Bible, and it's the King James version. If you all decide y'all want to follow along, read, like I said, this video I'm not reading because I already did my reading. And the thought to make this um something I do with y'all, it came after. It came after. And I already promised myself that in like 2025, when God tell me to do something, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna be questioning and having doubts about it. So with this, and it really was God told me to do it, because I also said I was journaling, so I didn't started journaling. But after I read, it was like so many thoughts was just flying in my head to the point I just had to just write them down. And that's what I did. And then I created this page, that this channel that you all looking at right now, and we gonna take it from there. So it's gonna be a lot of growth. Nothing's gonna be perfect because I'm not editing this video right here because I'm sleepy. I don't feel well. That's why I got my Theraflu. Um, so I'm gonna be ending my night soon. But the reason I wanted y'all to see this is because look, it's a 1 year reading plan. Dope. And especially, it's got to be, I mean, it's got to be meant to be because it's the top of the year. And then I see this. So this morning I read Matthew chapter 1. It tells you to read. And then in the evening it says read Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Now today, like I said, we're not doing that because I've already read it, but I will brief you all on Matthew chapter 1. For those of you who hasn't read the Bible, or kind of rusty, or just don't like reading. That was this the whole purpose of this too. Just don't like reading, or even those that can't read. It ain't trying to be funny either. Those that can't read, I'm gonna read it. We gonna talk about it. We gonna discuss it because religion is up for interpretation, and everybody should have a perspective, and we should not be forced to like believe what people tell us. So this is just to educate my people that's just like, me, regular people, or people that may not even really understand the Bible. We're gonna do this, we're gonna take this walk together, and we're gonna see how it correlates to our life and what we go through now. But as far as Matthew chapter 1, y'all, Matthew chapter 1 basically talks about the lineage. So it tells you whose parents were who, and who had these babies, and who was married, and then it breaks it all the way down 14 generations. Three times I think it went over 14 generations, three separate times to get to Jesus. So it teaches you that the Virgin Mary was pregnant with Jesus. Her husband Joseph was not happy about that. So Joseph initially hid Mary because his pure wife, who was supposed to be a virgin, is with child and is not his child. So, naturally you're gonna be angry. You trying to figure out what's going on. So he hid his wife. When Joseph went to sleep, God came to him and told him that his wife is a virgin and that she was carrying Jesus. And basically Jesus was going to save us from our sins. So basically he accepted that. He accepted that. That's pretty much what Matthew chapter 1 is. So you all go read that. And then Genesis 1 through 3. Genesis 1 through 3 talks about the creation of earth and what we see right now. And it talks about how God created the heavens and the earth. And it also talks about how we entered into sin. And when I say how we entered into sin, I mean in the Garden of Eden, um, God created Adam. He allowed Adam to name our animals and do that kind of thing. And then he saw that Adam he didn't have a help meet, because in the Bible, your women are supposed to be a help meet. They're supposed to uh, you know, be that support. So that's what he created women for. And he took Adam's rib, as we all know, created woman. Now, where things took a left turn is Adam was cool when Adam was in there by herself. I mean, by himself. When you think about it, he was cool. God said, "Don't eat from that tree." He eat from that tree, but old Eve, listening to the serpent, she ate that apple and then shared it with her husband. The moment she did that, the moment that she disobeyed God, listened to that serpent, ate that apple, shared it with her husband, now the purity is gone. They had no idea that they was walking around like the Garden of Eden, naked as hell. They had no idea that they were walking around naked because they were pure and they were innocent. Um, but when they ate the apple, it opened their eyes, and then they knew they were naked. Then they started to make grass skirts to cover their private parts and all that. And then God came to the garden, and as they hear him coming, they start to hide. And they hiding because they don't have on any clothes. And God said to them, "Who told you that you was naked?" Basically. you must have eaten from the tree. So that is the moment they did that, they entered us into sin. And from that was the birth of, like, it talks about childbirth and how that turns into a painful process. So things that were good were no longer good. Before they ate that apple, the animals, God left the animals for us, we can eat, they're good. As you can see nowadays, they tell us about so much meat that's not good for us, and and we have all these health problems. From that moment on in the Bible, it says, like, I guess it wasn't good anymore. That's what I got from it. So yeah, go read that. That's pretty much the gist of Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we basically entered into sin, lost our innocence, all at the hands of a woman, man. Yeah. So that's all I got for y'all today. I thank y'all for checking out video number 1 on this journey in 2025 of me and you all allowing God to still work on us. So we ain't gonna be the uptight Christians over here. Even if you not a Christian, even if you questioning religion or whatever, I don't even care. We gonna talk over here and we gonna figure some things out. So again, I'm shaky, and I thank y'all for checking out this video, man. God bless.